This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Oxford, Mississippi, and Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home field of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels. EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Volunteers will kick this away to get us going. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. And the returner forced out at the 15. That's where the drive will start. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. And he's got it again. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today, we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Here's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. The Rebels will send the punt team onto the field.
Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the 1st down himself. The Vols will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st, keep this drive moving.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 34. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The pickup is 6 yards, so 3rd down and 4 now. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. We're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Takes him about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down. And the Vols will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. The receiver makes the catch. Powering through a tunnel. Look at that powerful running. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Will not be brought down. Finding some room at the 25. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
And the Rebels are looking to keep this drive going. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Yes, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And the first play of this drive is a big sack for this defense. These are exactly the kind of plays that can kill a drive before you even get the third down. You cannot allow a big sack to start a drive like this.
They'll run it to the right side. Breaks free. He's swarmed by the defense. The ball's come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun now on third down. It's a quick grab. They stop him, but it's a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
First down, looking for more now. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. And the Volunteers will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw here. Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air. Man, it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And now the handoff. The Volunteers moving quickly down the field here.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And here's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Gets the first and still running. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. They completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll feed the back again. Breaks into open space. He's in the clear. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Oh, what a grab! And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Off the play fake on first down. Looks left and finds his target there. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back in motion now. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown.
Chris, this is just complete effort by this special teams unit. Every single player true to their assignment, start to finish, end zone to end zone. What a play.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. Going for his running back. Got a man open, hits him right in stride. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
And the Rebels starting a new series here on 1st and 10. The shotgun running play call. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Same tailback, another carry. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's got it in the open. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Rebels pick up enough yardage for a first down. Design quarterback run. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Here's a real challenge on this impressive drive. 2nd down and 17. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. A throw to the running back in the flat. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A great catch and run for 6. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle made at the 29, so he picks him about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep downfield with the left. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The Volunteers line up on 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking to pass this time. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll throw it now. The pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. The shotgun drops back looking for an open man. Throws it to the right. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just is a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there. Maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Go hand it off. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Vols will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. And there's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 30, so a good choice to bring it out of the end zone. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the 3rd quarter. It's a quarterback keeper. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
But it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the 2nd half. This back had a great 1st half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the 1st down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Look out, room to run here. Again, ripping through the defense. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels bring their punt team onto the field.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Gain moves the ball to the 37, another first down. They'll run it to the left. Fights through a tackle. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Tight end goes in motion. On first down, it's play action. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The sack sets up second down. Looking for a receiver. He's running out of time here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They stop him behind the line. That'll set up fourth down now.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Snags the quick throw. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. And the Vols come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. It's a shotgun run call. Finding space at the 20. Oh, he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 30. Inside the 20. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. That's a second and goal play for the offense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. Touchdown, Rebels! And they jump on top here in the second half.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the Tennessee offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. They're going to run it here. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking deep for the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. Hit just as he throws the ball. Refuses to go down. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. The Vols will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Keeping it on the ground here. He's got the first and still going. Here he goes. The 30. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. kickoff booted out of bounds. The offense will start now from the 40. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing pressure. The ball is loose in the backfield. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Rush closing in. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Quick throw to his receiver. And this time it's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch, but the ball moves all the way to the 30.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Just standing there, gets hit again.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
Here comes 3rd and long. Trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the sophomore a little bit too much air into that throw.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Fourth down, look at the throw for it. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Volunteers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the 4th quarter. trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Touchdown, Volunteers. Still no answer for this offense. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. When he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown.
And Chris, just like that, 6 points. This guy is unbelievable, setting up his blocks and then using his speed to take it all the way to the house for a touchdown.
BAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. First and 10, not much time left. They need to find the end zone on this possession. QB decides to keep it here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Defense is coming after him. He's going to take off here. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Great job here by this quarterback. Nobody's open, so he just takes off and shows you what he can do with those legs. Most importantly, he gets the first down and gets out of bounds to avoid a big hit.
Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Volunteers looking to run some tempo here.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. Can he make it to the marker? The Vols are going to keep this drive moving. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On first and 10, looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit when a big hit knocked that ball loose.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Looking to chuck it again. He finds the running back in the flat. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be 1st down there.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Sticking with the running game. As the 1st down is still going. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14.
Boy, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for 1st downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
Handoff from the shotgun. Has a path to the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Vols.
What a touchdown here to pull them within 1 with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. The shotgun handoff here. He shreds the tackle. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. At the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. The defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Can't get it away. That defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for a late deep shot. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. First down, looking to throw the football. Working deep for late-game heroics. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
For the offense.
And the Vols come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Swarmed by the pass rush. Sack. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Now time for one final play that obviously has to go into the end zone to see if they can tie it up.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Incompletion brings up third down for the offense. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's incomplete.